2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
When they last played, Xander had the edge, so I expect someone has something extra to prove out there this week.
Yes, well, I don't want to cop any flack for this one, but Xander's going to kill you softly all around the course.
The tempo there was exquisite.
TPC Louisiana is a very interesting golf course made on some pretty flat land, Rich.
Absolutely, and this hole shows you exactly what to expect. Second shot to a very tiny green. Tiny greens dotting this entire layout. Hit one close here, and you can expect to make a birdie.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
So far, so good.
And that will drop in for birdie.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Currently 1 under for the day. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. The second hole at TPC Louisiana sets up the first of numerous birdie opportunities.
Third shot into this par 5 to a green that sits above the player, but watch out, missing either right or long, you're in terrible shape. Accuracy with your third is a must.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. That one had plenty of heat on it as it went past the hole. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Okay, steady now. That's disappointing. 4 feet to the cup. Two great shots, but 3 bad putts. Currently 1 under for the event. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
This has a real chance.
Beautiful shot. And let's have another look at that one.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Currently a couple under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Well struck. From around 170 yards here, currently 4 shots off the pace. Going with the 8-iron here. Pretty sure that one's headed left. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And this one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. That was a gallant attempt. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Was on a good line. This is a bogey putt coming up. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Oh! Well, that shot took some serious skill. And he's down there.
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby. He really got that one out there. Fantastic drive.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This looks to be heading to the green. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Just didn't drop. No, that's too bad. And this putt coming up for his par. And down it goes. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to this green. It's fairly flat, but finding it a 2, well, that's a tall order.
That's heading for the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say. What a drive that was.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Ooh, right by the hole. Par putt coming up here. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And down she goes, the long-range bomb.
Fist pumps all round. That is how you do it from outside range. That was huge.
The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
That should find the fairway. Rich, New Orleans, or should I say New Orleans. How good is it here to be on the Bayou? This is a special week. It's a great eating week and a real festival atmosphere.
It is, and it's hosted on a golf course that provides plenty of fireworks as well. What a cool design this is. It's wide open off the tee, but then the greens are minuscule in size, and they have these little runoff areas where it doesn't look like you're going to be in much trouble, but you start missing a couple of greens in a row, and you start getting these head scratching. Well, do I bump it in there? Do I flop it on the green? Do I take it low, high, medium, bump it into the... I mean, you have so many different ways of playing shots around these greens that you can outthink yourself. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these players, is that usually you have one option when you miss a green. Here, you got a whole lot of them. So this golf course grabs your attention, especially around the greens, which makes it quite difficult for a lot of these players.
This is a good chance. And down it goes for an eagle. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. He's currently tied for 11th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot. If you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, you're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
Come on, you're better than that. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut. Nice out the rough here.
Yeah, nicely played. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Wow, what can you say? Holing it out from the fairway. Every player loves that feeling. What a shot indeed.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Shame it didn't drop. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Ricky Fowler is currently on top of this one. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Oh, better be careful out there. It's danger. It's heading left, isn't it? Oh, where was that going? This would be a great up and down. $11 feet to the cup.
This one to save par. Now that's how you roll the rock.
The game can be frustrating, can't it? Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Our leader is Ricky Fowler here, playing nicely so far.
The back nine begins with a shortish par 4, Rich, a chance to make a birdie out of the gate.
Yes, it is. Drives want to be favored down the left-hand side as there's some nasty bunkers over there on the right. This green is a dippity-do, I would say. It starts off high, low in the middle, and comes up high in the end.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
And he'll be proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last.
And that will take him to 3 under. This is Xander Schauffele. Oh, that's stealing one. A birdie against the runner play.
Oh, beautiful touch there from just off the green. Nicely done.
And it's great to see Ricky Fowler back on top of this leaderboard.
The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're threading it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. A few shots under par at the moment. Okay, so that's step one, but now got to hold a mid-range putt.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well holed.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
And Ricky Fowler leads this tournament.
Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back nine. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy corner to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. 4 strokes off the lead. Going with the 7. He's found the surface. Good chance here. And this putt will take them to 5 under par. That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Birdied their last hole.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Is tracking.
That'll help your scorecard. Well holed.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
Okay, as we move along, it's welcome back to Ricky Fowler, sitting on top of the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Playing from 110 yards out. 3 shots off the lead. Good shot there, Beamer. A tie for 3rd spot on the leaderboard, up for grabs if he can hold this. If it's up, it could be in. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt on the table. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Our leader is Ricky Fowler here, playing nicely so far. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth.
A quality shot, that. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, so close. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 5th place.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
And now this is what can happen when you start up a rivalry with a player of this caliber, now pulling further ahead of his playing partner. What a shot to make.
Ricky Fowler is currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard.
The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. In the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
He has to hold this in order to tie with Xander Schauffele.
That's frustrating. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This for par.
Nice line. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, as we approach the final holes here at TPC Louisiana, the short par 4 16, Rich, it's a good one, but also a challenging one.
Only the brave will take driver out on this short hole. Long irons, hybrids, fairway woods down the left-hand side is just fine.
This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Second shot here on the 16th.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
This putt to get to 7 under the card. Oh, what a super shot. And that will take him to 7 under. And back to the play, shall we? Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Just missed. An opportunity to make their par. He's currently tied for 8th. If you ought to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Taking a right at the light. This is not what they want.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They could hold it from here. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. An important par save.
Get excited. This could go in. Ooh.
And this one will be for bogey. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Ooh, that almost went down. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 will be very tempting.
Needs to make a move soon. That's a good-looking shot there.
All guns blazing here. They've got full attack mode on.
Maybe going for the green, are we?
That's tidy. A fair bit on the line here. Spot the top 5. It was on a good line.
So close to the eagle. And they'll tap this in for birdie.
And your day comes to an end.
And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.